Hey friends, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. We are going to use these tonight, I believe. These are called Distress Crayons, y'all, and they come in a pack of, what is that, 6? And we have white, black, like a grayish silver, dark brown, light brown, and like a, I don't know, neutral color, I guess you could say, like a beige. So I think we're going to use these to distress our project tonight. We are going to make a shim inspired patriotic flag, I believe. So when you hop on, say hey. My name is Amy, and this is A to Z Designs. So let's get busy. So let me tell you originally what I had. I was going to use paint sticks, 12-inch paint sticks, but I don't have any more. So I went out into the garage and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to use these 12-inch shims. Hold on, let me turn them around. You see that? They're called Shims. And I got these, I think at like the local hardware store. Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever you have around. And we're going to make a flag. So here's the deal. I am going to put a pattern on this. So I want to tell you my thought, like how I kind of thought through this. Let me see if I can get my comment pinned, y'all. Okay, there it is. So down below, you're going to hit the heart button. You're going to comment flag to get the supply list, okay? So I'm going to use a pattern tonight. And shims, when you purchase them, ever, any size, they are not equally flat on both sides. So I'm like, well, if I marry these up to each other, I can get a flat edge since I'm out of paint sticks. So that's what I've done. I have, excuse me, goodness. I have glued these together, 2 of them. See that line down the middle? I've glued 2 of them together. So I've used 12 for a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, so what I need to do first is say hey to all my friends. Y'all, this is a new shirt that we have on our website. So when you comment the word flag and you click on shop products, you will see this. I just added it today, like tonight. Okay, so I'm going to use Candy Apple Cadet. We're going to use white, and I think I'm going to use Dune as a background. So I'm going to use these 3 colors as a background, I think. Pretty sure. Okay, now, here's the trick to this. I've got to basically get it to where let me get my little ruler out here. We're going to do this the smart way. So I want some of this to be blue on one side and red and white stripes on the other side. So let me think this through. Let's go over just a tad. And we're going to draw a line right over, right along the line that we want everything to the left to be blue, red, and white, I think. Yes. Okay, so see what I did? Just drew a line. All right. Hit the heart button, y'all. Hi. Yes, survived a Monday. Barely. All right, so let's begin painting. Now, this is going to, I'm going to kind of, what am I going to do? I want to be, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I want to lighten this up a little bit, I think. But I don't know that I have enough. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to put some Holy Moly Cadet in the color tray. That's called a color tray. I'm actually going to grab a wipe and I'm going to clean this off because I'm going to use the same one to go into the white and grab this and see what happens. Ouch. Good evening, Darlene. How are you? Okay, so let me grab just a tad bit of white here, and we're going to just mix it. Okay, I'm going to see. Let's see. We do have some lighter blues that you could purchase. We have Colonial Blue and Lakeshore. And it is this month, buy 3, get 1 free. So you could, you know, get a lighter blue. However, I'm going to keep going. See what happens. I probably should have gone darker, to be honest. Should have gone more navy. Please hold. Reverse, reverse. We're going to go with some black. Hi, Lois. Welcome. Lois, I think I saw your name over the weekend. Welcome. So glad that you're here. You are new. Okay, I'm going to go with more navy. So I'm going to add some black paste to this. And this is going to darken up the color. Yeah. Okay, now we're talking, y'all. Sorry, I was going in reverse. So now we've darkened up the color. Duh. All right, so here's the deal. Let me tell you about this. I always try to mix enough up so that I don't have to remix it, because the chances of getting the exact same color are going to be slim, all right? Because I didn't measure how much of blue or black that I put. Now, you know, if you don't really care about that, that's perfectly fine. I don't know, honestly, if I have enough of this color, but we're going to see. So I want to paint every stick to my left of this line right here. So let me grab a paintbrush, and it's not going to be anything like fancy, okay? Because we're going to roughen up this sign to make, I don't know, vintage, rustic, patriotic flag. Okay, and we're going to use, I think we're going to try our distressing crowns. So look, it's not perfect, right? Isn't that pretty? It's like a darker blue. So I'm going to do every single one of these, this blue color, on one side. I'm not painting the back side. I'm not painting the edges. Don't really care about that. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's go in and do this one. Hi, Bambi. I hope I made your night by coming on. Glad to see you're here along with everybody else. What's up, friends? Hi, Marianne and Janine. Jeannie, hello. Yes, you can, Patty. You can mix the paste and the ink for the buy 3, get 1. You sure can. It's basically buy 3 jars, get 1 free, regardless of the type. All right, so let's go in and do this one. And we are going to use a transfer, y'all, tonight that is actually on the last chance. We call it last chance section, which means it's about to go away for good. So we're going to use it, put a patriotic spin on it. Okay, so now remember, I have 6 total shims. And I was going to use paint sticks, but I'm out, so I had to order more. Now I added the paint sticks, not these shims, to the Amazon store. So when you type in the word flag, and I also added a few other things that we're using tonight there as well under favorite items. Okay. So I want you guys to get your hands on things that you might want to craft with, that you see me use often or every once in a while. So, all right, and we actually have enough of this paste, this mixed color. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y'all see that? One side, okay? And we have a lot left. Holy moly. So we could probably do a whole nother flag with this. I am going to put my blue away because we're done with that. Hi, Penny. Jackson is doing okay. They have 2 weeks left of school. Oh, y'all are lost when I'm not on. Oh, goodness. Don't be lost. You can message me. We can chat. So they have nine days? 4 this week, 5 next week. 9.5, let's say. All right, so we're done with the blue. So I'm going to put that in there. Now, I'm going to dry this really quick because then we're going to start painting the red and the white. Okay, so we basically took, let me hold one of these up to see if you guys can see the difference. So this is Cadet. We added some black paste to it. Well, we first added some white, and then we went the opposite direction, and we added some black. So we kind of navied it up, okay? Oh, your grandbaby, Juanita, how fun. Oh, how fun. Well, congratulations. Congratulations to you. That's very exciting. Can you include the pace of the month in that deal, Cynthia? Yes. Add 3 jars. Probably, let's see, 16. You're going to need to add a few more things. If you're a customer, you have to have $75 in your cart to unlock the color of the month, which is Saucy, which I almost used tonight. But I'm like, no, I'm going for more brighter red, but this is Saucy. You cannot get it, like you can't just purchase it outright. You have to add qualifying order of $75 to unlock it to purchase it. But you can do 3 jars in your cart along with a few other things, and then add Saucy to it, and that will be your free jar. All right, so that is dry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go red, white, red, red. So basically I need 3 red, 3 white. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we're going to go in with Candy Apple. Holy cow. And this one, I'm going to do, so let me get these out of the way. Do not paint those. All right, I don't know that I'm going to give these a solid coat. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to play around with it. I may just keep it just like so, okay, where it's kind of worn. Kind of like worn out, like I am.
Miss Duval is talking about making burp napkins.
Oh, my comments got scrolled.
No, that's fine.
Jeannie's making burp rags.
I wanted to show her this. My mother-in-law made this for our boys. Oh my gosh, like the little hoodie thing on the towel that they could wrap around. Greatest thing ever when they were little. And now, because I can run around like a superhero. That's all I got.
So she's talking about making burp claws.
Yeah, and I'm talking about what your mom made for the boys.
Oh, there she is, making burp claws and receiving blankets for twins, first grade teacher. Oh, how fun. Yeah, so my mom did a bunch of those when the boys were little. She just took towels.
Greatest thing ever.
And added little...
Like she almost added the napkin, or not the napkin, but the washcloth version of it to the top.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's like material.
No, it's actual cloth. Don't you remember up here at the top? See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's material.
It's a towel.
Correct, but she cut one up.
Yeah. It's a material of a towel.
Correct. Material.
So I'm right.
What is happening?
You're overcomplicating towels.
Michelle, he does need a Star Wars one. All right, so there's those. Okay, so guys, listen up. Look at these. He's distracting me. All right, so here's the deal. Let me just play this out for y'all. We're putting this bandana pattern on the Shims. I'm going to do this in white. And I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use a combination of Storm and Dune. So Storm is our gray and Dune is our beige. Super Zach. Yes. So funny, Kevin. This just reminded me. Anytime the boys are like, I don't know, I'm mad. Usually it's I'm mad. Zach's always like, oh, you want me to give you a cape so you can be super mad? Please do, Jeannie. I'd love to see them. How much would you charge to make some? Juanita, I don't make them. My mom actually makes them. I don't know that she does sewing anymore, to be honest. Okay, thanks, Tina. This is in Zach and I shop. Just comment the word flag. So I think what I'm going to do, hold on, I'm getting all this. This brush is a no-go. It has like Mod Podge or something stuck in the middle of it. It's got more than that. It's got purple shimmer paste. Darn it. All right, we'll go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to do a combination of Dune. Okay, so there's Dune. You can barely see it. But we're going to go in with our Storm. Here in a little bit. And add a little bit of grayish, but not a whole bunch. Excuse me, come back. Yeah, I know exactly right, Bambi. Well, Michelle, I don't know what color would you want it to be? I can always edit the colors. I just don't know what color you would put with this. Like a gray, maybe? Maybe? I can fix it. All right, so let me see how this is going to work. I'm going to dip my paintbrush in there. I don't want a whole lot. I want it just like, I don't know, guys. I can't even explain the look I'm going for. I don't even know. Like, not dirty, but kind of. Thank you. Oh, look, Zach's already on her. What's color? So we actually have the option to pick the colors of our shirts that we design and put out there for y'all. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I don't want a flat look. I don't even know how to explain it, guys. So let me just take a wipe and kind of mess it up a little bit. There. All right, that's what I wanted right there, just like that. Can you duplicate that? Hi, Linda. He's doing good. Battle Worn Antique. Yes, light blue or heather gray would look good. Okay, we'll change it, guys. Okay, I'll change it. I'm not ever sure. Like, I'm like very basic, as you guys know. White, black. To me, simple colors. We'll definitely change it. Okay, so I think we're going to try these tonight. Tell me in the comments, put me, if you've used these before. Distress crayons. You do you, Deb. That's right, girl. No, Michelle, I have to change the color first. But I'll let you know. You saw a pickup truck today that was the same color of Dune. I am always saying, as we're driving or anything that I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, look, there is a, I don't know, current jam car. Or there's a current jam house or something. Isn't that funny how we do that? Usually it's, oh, I can chalk on that. 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 All right, so next step. We're going to try it. See what happens. Okay? Hi, Peggy. Here we go. We're going to take our distressing crayon. Oh, my word. Y'all have no idea what just happened off camera. So my white chalk paste was not closed, and it caused a gigantic mess. I do not like messes. All right, let me fix this real quick, y'all. It's not really gigantic, but it's an inconvenience right now as we speak. All right. I'm going to go in with the dark brown. Actually, no. First, I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to do dark brown. So this literally, let me show you. I was working with it earlier. So it's like a crayon. And you just color it. Fingers crossed this works. Okay, so I know that... Let me put these in order of the way I have them here. Oh, look, y'all. Look at that. Isn't that super cute? Okay, so I'm going to go in and just add some right here. A little goes a long way. I'm definitely going to have to use my finger to smear it in, which is fine. There may be a different way to do this. This is the first time I've used this. I should have called my mom. She's actually used these before. But yeah, it's like a wax crayon. It's pretty nifty, y'all. Okay, so I just added some to break that line, right? Okay, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in along the edges. Probably going to get some splinters while I'm at it. Probably best to use like a, how about this? I'm going to just put it all on there first. And then we'll go in and smear it. How's that sound? I'm kind of digging this, y'all. Usually I use the sponge or the little dauber, which is fine. I still like that method. But this is fun too. I will tell you right now, you're going to get way more out of the distressing pads than you are these crayons, depending on how much you use. Like, I've already had to push it up a couple times, which is to be expected, right? Okay, did I get every edge? All right, here we go. Let's see. Where's the lid? Hi, Donna. Or hi, Denise. Keyword tonight is flag. All right, so now I'm just going to take, you're going to get messy, okay? So wear gloves if you don't like that. But now I'm just going to go over it and see what it does. Like, don't wipe too much of it off. Look at the edges. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's pretty awesome. Now, I will tell you that I kind of like more than less. And the ink pad itself, I feel adds more. I don't know. But again, it's my first time using it, so I don't really know what I'm doing. All right, so on the blue, it really doesn't show up a whole lot. No big deal. But it probably would, Kevin. I could try it. My fear is that it would take off my paint. Actually, it removes it. So no, don't do that.
I didn't bust in that time, did I?
Yeah, dude, I hear you coming the minute you open that garage.
I swear.
Vintage look, yes. Thanks, dear.
My pleasure.
Okay, so you can see it better on the beige-ish ones, but that's fine. No big deal. I still like what it did. All right, let's put this back together. I am actually going to turn the glue gun on. Oh my goodness. Look how cool this looks, y'all. Messy Marvin. All right, so make sure that you type in the word flag and click on shop products, and you can see the Amazon store, all the things, okay? Where to get the transfer we're going to use, where to even get the t-shirts that I'm wearing. It's a patriotic kind of day. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wax it because we're going to put a transfer down. Now, I do not expect this transfer to come out 100% because with a shim, it's not flat. Like, there's some, like, roughage to it, okay? And I'm fine with that. I'm not looking for that pristine look tonight. Whoa. Maybe I should turn this around and go the other direction so I don't slide these off the desk or take somebody out. That would be terrible. But I am giving it a good coat of wax because we painted our wood. And now we're going to lay a sticky transfer down. Okay, y'all see that? Isn't that cool? I think it looks kind of neat. You could, Michelle, so I did try and actually sand some of it. Or I had actually a test piece. Let me show you. So originally what I was going to do is stain it, okay? Before I added the color, but I'm like, that's kind of a waste of time. But I did sand it. And it like, I don't know. It didn't give me the look or the exact sanding that I would want to make it not mess up, I guess. All right, so this is upside down. So I'm going to turn this over. And what we're going to do is flip these over, and we are going to glue them together before we use our transfer. And now I'm questioning myself. Did I flip that one the right way? Yes. Yes. Okay. Line them up. Just like so. All right, just like that. Now I'm gonna go in with some large popsicle sticks, like that. And we're gonna glue those down. And then I'm gonna actually use these to cut popsicle sticks in half to use. Probably right there and right there. Okay, ready? Ready or not? Here we go. There goes my glue. All right, let's put this on at an angle because that's really the only way that it's going to fit. Right there. Do not burn yourself. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm going to try and push these together. so that they stay nice and tight, okay? Now we're gonna go in and do this next one. Same thing, at an angle, like so. And then take our cut ones and do that to where it's crossing all of the lines. And then we'll do this one. Okay. Maybe Zach will fix the shirt while he's in the office. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Zach. A power sander for the Shims. Faux show. Okay, so now that these are dry, look. Doesn't that look so worn, like so cool? I love it. Now, I realized that I put this down on a piece of stuff that had paint everywhere, but guess what? We're adding to the worn. Y'all. Okay, there we go. Look, isn't that awesome? All right, let's throw this away. And we are going to, okay, what is this doing? This is having a grand old time. I don't need this, but I need my transfer. So let's pull this out. Thanks, Zach. Isn't that cool, Kelly? You like that? You're not late, girl. You're just in time for the party. Okay, so this is a transfer, as I mentioned, that's about to go bye-bye. Like, can't get it again. It's 18 by 18. I've used this multiple times. Therefore, I am not going to fuzz it. Normally, if you have a brand new transfer, you're going to need to grab a fuzzing cloth. And you are going to do this and add lint to the back so that it doesn't stick super, super, super well to your project. Okay? But mine is not really, like, it doesn't need extra fuzz. Okay? All right, so we're going to lay this down. Which side am I going to do? I got to think about this. All right, so remember, we have the blue side and then we have the red and white side. All right, so I'm going to do, no. I got it. It's all coming back. Hold on. Okay, see this centerpiece right here? I want that to kind of go in the center of the blue. Now, where's the blue, you say? Good question. Okay, so the blue is right here, right here. So we're going to actually move it over a tad like that. Yes and yes. Okay. Just kidding. There, right there. Right there, right there. Okay, here we go. White paste. Down. Small squeegee. Right here. And I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do, so I'm going to have to hold this down as I paste. Because it's lost some of its stickiness because I used it so much last year when it came out. And like I said, it's about to retire. But I thought we would put a spin on our patriotic look. Or with the transfer. Okay. So I'm then going to just continue the pattern over here. I'm going to have to lift it up right there because it doesn't go all the way to the edge. I'm going to peel all of my excess off or pick it up, and then I'm going to put it back in my jar. Okay, now I'm going to dry this before I lay this back down. Y'all see that? Look how cute that is! Oh my goodness! Y'all, we're getting country in here tonight. We're doing country crafts. Country crafts. So hit the heart button, type in flag. Hey, Emily! Thanks, Michelle Pryor. There you go, Denise. You're on it, girl. Now, I need to finish this side right here. So I want to make sure, really, mostly, I want to make sure that this side is dry before I lay this back down. I don't want to smear it. Okay? Does anybody else believe that when you shake your dryer, it goes faster? I'm a true believer of it. Okay, so where did we leave off? We started with the star over there. And I'm going to lay this down right about here. Let me go the other direction, actually. Okay, so I'm going to take the chance of this getting on. Let's see, where do I want this to lay? I want this to lay, y'all don't judge me, give me a second to figure this out. How do I want this to lay? All right, I'm going to do this right here. Hold on. It goes all the way around. There we go. There we go. Finally figured it out. Okay, right here. All right, so I'm going to take that line right there. What?
Nothing.
You're back in here?
I'm getting ready to clean that for you.
Oh, you are? You're a nice man. All right, so I'm going to take this line all the way across. You just can't stay out of here. You just like being around me that much, Zach?
Only on Mondays.
Only on Mondays. Did you fix the collar shirts?
No.
Do you want me to do that?
I will allow you to do
I mean, I can do that. That's fine. All right, here we go. Oh, look. Isn't that special? Like that, Zach?
I do.
Here you go.
I like the board eraser even more.
I know, but do you want this too?
I'll take that. Thank you.
All right, so here's our flag so far. Look at that. See what I did? I was trying to find to where I wasn't overlapping the pattern. So I added the line right here. Look, y'all. Is that not precious or what? I am in love. Okay, so we have to add a bow. Like, hello. So let me get my act together here and grab this. But we need to dry this. So these are, if you're just hopping on, hit the heart button. But originally I was going to use 12-inch paint sticks. But I don't have any left. So I took 12-inch shims. And notice shims are not the same height or width on each side. So I basically flipped them over, glued them together so I had an even height. And so there's total 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, but 6 rows. Okay. I'm loving this, y'all. This is so cool. It is. It's so country fabulous. Yes. Very country. So now we're going to add a bow and spruce it up even more. Because, you know, that's my new thing here. All right. Let me set this aside. Look at that. Let me put my shims down over here. Now, I grabbed a bunch of ribbon and I grabbed some material because I'm not sure what we're going to do. And I grabbed my raffia. But let me clean up this mess. I have white chalk paste everywhere. Okay, so I have material. Ribbon. So we actually need to measure, what did I say, 12 inches, right? So I definitely don't want it 12 inches. The bow. So I want it about, hold on. I want it, hold on, y'all. 6 inches? Yeah, because we can cut down. All right, so let's do there and there. Now we have like a navy color. And then we're going to pull in some red. Rojo. Oh, Lord. There they all go. There they go. Following each other down to the ground. Then I have some regular burlap. We're going to make a messy bow. Okay. What do I have here? I have some of this lace. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Hey, Zach. You rock.
I know.
You know. Okay. Not really sure how the lace is going to go in the messy bow. Don't know that I've ever used that. We are going to throw in some material tonight. These are some pre-cut strips. I wonder, y'all, if I can get these any skinnier. Yep, sure can. Okay, so let's do 2 of these. And why not throw in a little bit of this? Going country. Not sure how that got in the pile, but it is what it is. Let's do some of this. Let's see if we can cut this in half. Yep. All right. All of that. And then I also grabbed, and I put this on the Amazon store as well. This is like a 7-pack. It's like 7 different rolls of different types of jute. So like, look at that one. That one's kind of fun. So I thought maybe what we could do is incorporate some of this as well. In the bow. It'll probably hang more than anything, but that's fine. But anyways, it's seven different kinds of jute, but it is under favorite things. And then I have this rope. I don't know. I may have way too much, but I just grabbed and kept grabbing and kept grabbing. So whatever. It is what it is. All right, let me get rid of all of this. You need to get out. You need to come in. Do we need a little bit of white? And then one more. Yo, this is fun to do. Like, rip. If you need to, like, release some stress, go rip some ribbon. Go rip some material. Okay, ready, go. Okay, here we go. In you go. And let's assemble. Let's not forget our raffia. So I'm going to remember to try and put the navy towards the front a little bit. Because it's the only one we have that has blue. I just don't really have anything else. Let's go back here with the lace. And let's do this one. Am I missing one of these? Do y'all see it? Or did I only cut one? One. Y'all, seriously? Help me find it. Lace matches the bandana pattern. It sure does, Deb. See, it was intentional. Bow class. Okay. What's happening here? Thanks, Connie. Did I miss it? No. Y'all, always look on the floor. Okay? Always look on the floor. All right. Let's go in with some craziness. Put some more ribbon. Let me fold that in half, actually. There. Okay, so we have two. We've already got one of these in there. Let's put one of these. Let's add this ribbon. Let's add this. And then this. Okay, we already have this. We have 1, 2. These I want for the front. Maybe those. Let's add some more. Okay. Let's do blue. This. And a little bit more. And whoa, Nelly, we have one gigantic messy bow. I don't know that I like this ribbon. All right, here we go. Let's tie. Tight as we can while pushing down without breaking the string. Do it again. Lift. Now, see how thick it is? Like right there? So what I'm going to do is use all my power, all my might, to then take this, wrap it to the back, and tie it off again, really trying to smush it down. And excuse me, but where do you belong? Right over there. And then bring it back to the front so that we can have our jute as part of our fun stringy things. Yeah, do that. Okay. add some more material. Why not? All right, so now you have this super cute, fun, play with it all day bow. Oh my goodness. Now, I always like to have some of my doubles, if I put them kind of side by side or on top of each other, like one kind of going towards the top and one going towards the bottom. All right, check it out. Let me pull in some of this red on the outside so that you can really see that, because we have red, white, and blue in our project. But look, y'all. Whee! How fun is that? Okay, so let's see here. Red ribbon is there, Brenda. It is. Michelle, raffia is my best friend. And I really was not a fan of it for the longest time. But I think for the things that I like to craft, majority of them, like door hangers and signs, it adds such an awesome finish. So yes, you're right. Okay, hold on, guys. All right, and then we're going to add, actually, we're going to add a hanger. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just can't. I just can't. This is so stinking cute. And yes, we have popsicle sticks on the back. It is the back Project Eyesore. If you don't like it, you can paint it. Deb, I love what you said about the lace ribbon, how it reminds you of the bandana pattern. You are so right. Okay, so really fast, I don't know what happened. Did this piece get lost? I'm going to take some of this craft paper I got. Oh gosh, I just used the wrong scissors. From the Dollar Tree. I love picking up the rolls of craft paper, and I'm going to basically just cut a, I don't know, what is that, a square, and cut 2 pieces, okay? Because what I plan on doing is taking this, making sure that I do it the right way, and putting a hanger on the back of this. And by doing that, I don't like long hangers. So I want something simple, small. Grab your little finger protectors, because then what you're going to do is add more glue, and you're going to take your craft paper and glue it down so that it helps hold it in place. Okay, just like so. All right, so we're going to do the same thing over here. I just wanted to get this on before we do the bow. So down. See, how long do I want this? Right about there. And then I'm going to add more glue. And then, now, normally y'all know that if I don't do a hanger of some sort, I use the Velcro command strips. But sometimes your projects just have to have a hanger. Like, there's no doubt about it. All right, let me make sure this is dry, because I don't want to turn this over and glue it to the desk. Okay? So, those are done. Oh my gosh. Y'all. All right, let me figure out which side I want to be on the top. Probably that right there. Yeah, I think so. No, I want it the other way. Okay. I want to glue it up here because ideally I want the entire thing to be fanned out up here in the corner, just chilling. Y'all, this is really cute. You need to get out of the way. There. All right, y'all, what do you think? Ready? Oh my goodness. Ready, Freddies? Look. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Whoops. And it came off. Wasn't patient enough. Look, y'all. I love this little sign. It's super cute. So, y'all, paint sticks, shims, whatever you want, grab them. If you don't know where to get them, you can grab the paint sticks from Amazon, Walmart, Home Depot. A lot of places have them. So, I'm in love with this sign. I think it's super cute, super fun. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I don't know what color button, though, I would put. So anyways, y'all have a good night. And we'll see you next time, okay? Thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. Ready? Cheese. Cheese. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye.